Hello students, welcome. Welcome again to this next part, to this next video lecture. Okay, so we were discussing about this motivation techniques. Okay, and let me revise some part here. We observe that two motivational strategies. First is the employee is always right. Okay, again we observe that there are several sub content under this one, that is employee is always right, and we said that we should find the right job for the right person. We should empower employees, and we also learn the terms, that is cooperation versus competition, performance versus presentism, and how to involve employees in complete development. Again we also studied the employee must feel safe. We should give job security. We should follow the rule, that is 5:1. Again we should lead your staff. Again uh, here, so last video lecture up to this we have studied. Again we may proceed further to complete this remaining part. We are not technically complete this part, but we are learning. Okay, so see here, next is given, that is what is that second point of second strategy, that is the employee must feel safe. Then how it is possible? Your employee will feel safe. For that you should create a comfortable working environment. And how will you create a comfortable working environment? Let us see. It includes relaxing the dress code where appropriate. Means you may assign a dress code to your employees, but sometimes give relaxation to those employees. Okay, and you find this technique everywhere. Every organization, every institute has that dress code, but one or for specific days only that dress code is applicable, or it is made compulsory to wear it. Okay, again developing areas for socialization, creative thinking, reading, and giving employees quality spaces to work in. For example, you may provide larger desk. Again that environment should be quiet and natural lighting. Such kind of environment you should provide to your employees, and if you do that, your employee will feel comfortable, they will feel safe, and automatically their performance will increase. And if their performance is increased, your company performance will be increased automatically. Then treat employees fairly, means give equal treatment to every employee. When people feel they are treated fairly, they remain loyal to the company and motivated by their work. It means that you should give equal status to your employees. Then perceived inequality of treatment leads to the resentment, low morale, and lack of self motivation. Okay, means if you treat your employee, means a senior manager is also your employee, peon is your also your employee, clerk is your also employee, but you should treat every employee fairly. And if you made some partiality there, then performance of that particular employee will go down. Okay, so third state is that the power of acknowledgement. So what is this power of acknowledgement? So these employee motivation strategies focus on how to praise, how to acknowledge, and give a positive feedback. Okay, see here, the power of acknowledgement. How are you? You should give the appreciation. You should ask personally. You should take little bit interest in his personal activity, not full interest but little bit. I mean, how? See here, ask your staff how they are and listen to the answer. You may ask how they are. Ask them how a big event went. Ask after the family. Then find out how their weekend was and listen to their reply. Just don't make inquiry, just listen their feedback, listen their reply. Then recognize their participation as well as results. Hmm? Here it is very best point given here. Good point is mentioned here. Even a bad idea is better than no idea at all. Means your employee will share your share his ideas for the betterment of the organization. And that time you will feel that idea is very worst, very bad. It may happen sometime, but you are not going to keep your employee silent. Hmm? Then encourage your team to share their thoughts, potential solutions, and concerns, making it safe to make suggestions. Okay, means give a chance to participate in your decision making strategy also. Then stand up for your people. Okay, so part of your job as a leader is to be an advocate for your team. As a leader, you should be an advocate for your team. Hmm? You should stand up with your employee. Then instead of complaining about your team members, get their help in looking for lessons and moving forward. Then praise in public, correct in private. Okay, at first they may be embarrassed by the public recognition of their achievement, but they will get over it and glow on the inside. Equally, never undermine in public. Save those conversations for a safe, confidential environment. Strategy given is that you should praise your employee in public for good activities, for appreciation. But if he makes a mistake, don't criticize that employee in public, rather in private. Then praise is an end in itself. Some managers only praise as a prelude to the criticism. Praise can stand alone. So instead of I really liked your recent report, but try. I really enjoyed reading your recent report. It was concise, accurate, and well presented. Full stop. It means in this way you have to praise your employee. Don't get a but in your appreciation. So up to this, we observed what is motivation. We observed, or we studied, we learned what are the uh, two approaches of motivation. Again, we observe this staff motivation strategies, and hereafter you are going to learn what is called self motivation. Let us move on. So what is that self motivation? So self motivation is the ability to motivate oneself, to find a reason and the necessary strength to do something without the need of being influenced to do so by another person. Means you will do your work on your own, rather it is done by someone else. Again, working in a careful and consistent manner without giving up. Means you are not going to give up your ongoing work. That is called your self motivation. Then action plan is required for self motivation. So what is that action plan? So it includes that first clarify your goals. Second, while completing your goals you may get some obstacles, so identify those obstacles. And third action plan is that once you find out the obstacles, once you identified the obstacles, then clear it, handle each obstacle. Okay, so these are called here self motivation action plans. So let us move on. So the first step is that clarify the goal. So the first step of your self motivation action plan is to be clear about the end result. Identify a project that you lack motivation about. First of all, you have to clarify your goal. Then your goal should be smart, that is specific, measurable, agreed, realistic, and with a time bound, time scale. Your goal should be specific, it should be measurable, it should be agreed by your every member, it should be realistic, and it should be time bound, means it should be completed in given time. Okay, then identify the obstacles. The second step of your self motivation action plan is to be clear about what is standing in your way. There are two types of obstacles: practical and emotional. So, examples of practical obstacles are lack of time, resources, or information. Then, examples of emotional obstacles are lack of confidence or fear of failure, or rejection. So these are the practical obstacles and emotional obstacles. And once you, as I said before, once you identify the obstacles, clear it, solve those obstacles, get it off those obstacles. Then the third step of your self motivation action plan is the most challenging. Go through each obstacle and handle it. Okay, so see here, if the obstacle is lack of time, ask yourself, how can I create time for this? What do I need to stop doing, start doing, or delegate in order to create time? Hmm? Then if the obstacle is lack of confidence, ask yourself, what am I afraid of? What is the worst thing that could happen? Often the worst case scenario is not as bad as you feared. Okay, so these things we are studying here. Okay, so what is third step given here for being self motivated? First step is that clarify your goal. Second step is that identify your obstacles, and third step is given handle each obstacle. And we got here two types of obstacles, that is practical and emotional. So find out those obstacles and handle each obstacle. So here examples of given, that is practical obstacle and emotional obstacle. Okay, then let us see what is the conclusion, what we have studied, or what you are going to utilize in your day to day life. So motivation is the key to success in each of our lives. Means everyone requires motivation. Everyone wants to be successful person. Everyone wants to be stable person. But when it is possible, when you have motivation, then employees can give their best if they are motivated. Yes, employees will give good performance, they will give best performance if they are motivated. Again, employees satisfaction can lead the a company to the success. Yes, if each and every employee of your organization is motivated, then ultimately your company will make progress, ultimately your company will get the success. Okay, so let us see what is the Conrad Hilton. What is the quote of Conrad Hilton? That is, success seems to be connected with action. Successful people keep moving. They make mistakes, but they don't quit. I will repeat here. Success seems to be connected with action. It is connected with action. Success is connected to the action. Again, successful people keep moving. Yes, we have so many examples of successful people. They don't stop, they keep moving. Again, they make mistakes but they don't quit. Yes, successful person sometimes make mistakes, or, or any people can make mistakes but they don't quit. Okay, we should not quit if you make any mistake. So this is very beautiful quote here. I hope even this quote will also motivate you. So thank you. I hope that you have understood, you may have understood well. So thank you so much, and have a nice day.